So YouTube is now generating thumbnails for you. So if you thought that the AI slot problem was bad on YouTube before, wait till you see this. So YouTube is now adding a tool that will automatically generate videos for your long form videos, and they do it in your exact same style. As you can see from the thumbnail, they are able to replicate the style of the content creator. So they actually analyze all of your videos and make a thumbnail based on that. Here's a YouTube employee describing it in detail.
Thumbnail generation is coming to Ask Studio. Hello insiders, I'm Rene Ritchie, a longtime creator now working at YouTube, and here's what's up. Not all creators are gifted at graphic design, but a lot of us still want to be able to conceptualize, iterate, and refine video packaging to get the best results possible for our videos and channels. And now Ask Studio will let creators do exactly that. And with an understanding of the specific video based on a transcript and the channel in general based on what's been previously posted. And yes, some creators love nothing more than to lose ourselves in every exquisite detail of the thumbnail process. But if it's all just tedious and time consuming for you, or if you just want to collaborate and have a conversational jam to vibe with, well, that's where generative thumbnails come in. They're unique to the channel and tailored specifically for your content, so they'll match the same style, topics, and audiences. And they can be iterated on fast and flexibly, so you can sort through a bunch of ideas, fine-tune text, colors, layouts, and more to rapidly get where and what you want. And because it's all in YouTube Studio, you can integrate it into your overall production process, from video ideas based on comments or insight to title suggestions and now thumbnail generation in post-production. Just type create a thumbnail for my video in Ask Studio to get started, or hit the get suggestion chip on upload. And if you're looking for a specific vibe, add something like create a high energy thumbnail in your prompt. Thumbnail generation is available now globally on desktop. Give it a try. Let me know your thoughts and questions in the comments, and keep it real.
So first and foremost, can we acknowledge the hilarious irony of him ending the video with keep it real while talking about an AI generation tool, which quite literally doesn't keep it real. So we got to go see what this is going to look like, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at my most recent video. If you go over here to details, then you're going to actually be able to see the tool that guy was talking about. There's two ways that you can do it, and either way it's really going to suck, but basically one way to do it is through Ask Studio, and I think you have to be a YouTube partner to be able to do this. But as you can see over here, the second tooltip that is given over here is create a thumbnail for my long form video. So it doesn't actually specify which long form video, but we can assume it will be the latest one. And as that guy said in the video, it's weird because get suggestions. That's not really a suggestion. You're asking for suggestions. I thought it would be like giving you some ideas on what your thumbnail could look like based on a written description or whatever. But by pressing get suggestions, it just automatically starts generating a thumbnail for this video. Not really a suggestion, but yeah. So over here, I'll show you how long it'll take. I'll try not to make any cuts during this, but yeah, this is going to be taking quite a while, and it's not even really going to be good, right? And the huge problem with YouTube right now is the fact that it's not YouTube, it's AI too. So I'm probably going to use one of the thumbnails, generated from this tool just for the sake of argument, right, for this video. But AI thumbnails in general, in my opinion, aren't good, right? They are something that really gets rid of the fact of YouTube being YouTube, and it turns it into lazy AI tube. You don't have to be some sort of Photoshop genius, some graphic design genius to be able to make thumbnails. I am trash at making thumbnails, and it's something I've spoken about so many times. It's not something that is like really that difficult. You just have to actually try. I will show you guys how I make my thumbnails right after this, and this is taking so long, I'm running out of breath. I need freaking Eminem over here to do the rest of this video. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to making thumbnails, dude, I make my thumbnails on Microsoft Word. It's something that I've said in multiple videos before. It's not a difficult concept. You just have to make sure that you're able to do it yourself. That's really the main thing. People are going to be able to tell if your thumbnail is AI or not. And now it's going to be harder for them to tell with the way that YouTube is going to be generating these thumbnails and designs, right? A keen eye can still do it, but for the most part, this will actually make it more difficult to really tell what is authentic content on YouTube or not. Myself and other people feel this way, but yeah, a lot of times when a video has an AI thumbnail, that is an instant turnoff to us to not watch the video, because it really signals to us if this person is so lazy that they can't even make a thumbnail, they have to generate one, then what else is going to be lazy about their video? Is there going to be something lazy about their research or something like that? So as you can see over here, holy crap, I had to do Rap God by Eminem before this generation finished. But it says, based on your video, the greed of YouTube and your channel's signature style, here are two thumbnail concepts to explore. So they gave me one concept, financial greed. A greedy YouTube play button with $ eyes sits in front of a climbing revenue chart from your video. So as you can see over here, they actually did copy pretty much my exact font and stuff that I use on these types of videos. And now these are pretty obviously AI to me. I mean, this over here, this looks pretty AI as well. And they actually use the same background that I had in the video as well. So they made it look very, very similar to the thumbnail that I already have. They just added some, AI slop icons and stuff like that. So let's go look at concept two. This concept directly personifies the greed mentioned in your title by using a humanized icon alongside the actual data you discussed. Why it works, and then they're saying this layout follows deep humor's established visual hierarchy, placing high impact yellow text. So basically talking about the fact that it is going to be following the trend that your channel has set based on your previous thumbnails made. So it's not just generating an AI thumbnail based on the title of your video or something like that. It is actually going based on your previous thumbnails as well and trying to create something similar. So they're essentially trying to be like deceptive over here, right? And this thumbnail, I would say, is probably even worse than the first one, where, for example, now it's actually showing the background of my channel and it says ad overload with a crying YouTube face, right? So not exactly Pablo Picasso level artistry over here, but as you can see, it's just AI generated, but now it actually matches the theme and layout of your channel. And so that's what creates a disconnect between an actual YouTube viewer and the YouTuber, right? If they know that you're AI generating your thumbnails, then it really just goes to show that you're probably pretty lazy and your video is probably not that good either. And I know my videos suck too, but at least I'm self-aware about it. But as promised, I will show you guys how I make YouTube thumbnails and stuff, and they're really bad, right? I'm not saying that they're good, and I know I probably need some work over here, but this is an actual Word document that I use to make my thumbnails. As you can see, I have a bunch of icons over here. These are specifically for like my gaming channel or for live streams or whatever. And then I have like a little layout over here for my main channel, right? So I have like a 1280 by 720 image that I use over here as like the framework for it, right? And whenever I'm using like an image for the background, I like just go ahead and make it so it matches the dimensions of this, so I can like use my snipping tool to like copy and paste and stuff like that. This text I just made through actual Microsoft Word itself. And the point I'm trying to make is I am not artistically inclined. I am terrible at art, right? I am not good at art at all. I have no idea on how to do graphic design or how to make thumbnails. That's why my videos like don't get that many views, because I'm just not good at this stuff, right? And I'm self-aware of it, right? But at least it's mine. At least I am trying, right? So that's the thing, and that's what really goes a long way with a lot of YouTube viewers, is when they can see that you actually put effort into your stuff and you did it yourself, right? That is going to be the thing. Here's a bunch of icons that I use. I've used a few of these, especially the YouTube faces, for my thumbnails and stuff like that, right? I'm being completely authentic with you guys in terms of how I do things. And I will not be using YouTube's, AI generated thumbnail tool other than obviously in this video to prove a point. And so this style of making AI thumbnails and stuff like that, like I said, for the most part, it turns people off from watching a video. It is the first way for an actual viewer to know that you actually don't care about putting effort into your content. A lot of people also just disagree with AI in general in terms of environmental reasons, in terms of just overall slop reasons as well. So I can see why people are not happy with this type of stuff. And remember, this is only coming shortly after Mr. Beast actually made an AI thumbnail tool that pretty much ruined YouTube as well until he got so much backlash for it, right? If you guys remember, he was actually creating this tool called View Stats, where it was going to be generating thumbnails for you through AI. It is pretty much the exact same thing that YouTube is doing, and everybody ripped Mr. Beast a new one for it. I literally made a video called Mr. Beast Just Ruined YouTube, which we're currently watching right now. And Mr. Beast actually DM'd me about this video, and he was talking about the fact that, he obviously missed the mark, and he's going to be going ahead and rescinding his decision to be pushing this tool out, right? But the idea is now YouTube itself is doing it. So what I imagine will happen is, as people are finding out about this tool, now people are going to be not only AI generating their thumbnails, but they're going to be doing it directly on YouTube. When you use like a slop tool or whatever to generate, stuff like that, it's usually pretty obvious to tell, like this type of stuff over here, like, like the weapon or whatever in the lion's mouth or whatever. It's pretty easy to tell that they're like AI generated stuff. But now with the way that YouTube has constructed their new style, where it looks exactly like your own thumbnails, albeit, with a few AI slop images and whatever, not only will it be harder for viewers to be able to tell that these are AI generated slop thumbnails, but the YouTubers will actually be able to get away with it in general too. And, when people accuse them of using AI, they're going to be like, no, what are you talking about? It's like the exact same style as my other videos. I made that thumbnail. Just trust me, bro. And I just think it really sets a bad precedent on YouTube, where people are just going to be putting less and less effort into their channels. Yes, I understand that AI is essentially a tool of convenience. That's how people use it on YouTube. People want to try to like make their workload easier, right? So that's why they are generating this type of stuff like that. But in my opinion, I don't want to watch that type of content. Anytime I see any video with an AI generated thumbnail, I immediately skip it, right? And I'm going to assume that most people do that as well. For the same reason why there's AI slop reports coming out about YouTube and TikTok, and there's the same reason that people just can't stand AI anymore. We are all tired of not knowing whether something is real or not. We want to know if something is real. Is the video or piece of information real nowadays? Or did AI make it up? Did AI make a fake thumbnail? Did AI make a fake video? And believe it or not, whenever I make videos talking about this type of stuff with AI, these are some of my most hated videos to get released. There is still a staunch crowd out there that defends AI with all their heart and stuff like that, right? And I'm not saying it doesn't have any uses or it shouldn't be used at all. I just think that if a website is literally called YouTube, it should be talking about the work and things that you have done, right? It should be your video, it should be your thumbnail. The whole AI generation aspect of YouTube that is happening nowadays and that has been happening, in the past few years or so, I feel like it really makes YouTube look like an AI slop platform, right? And they don't help their own case either with these types of channels being able to go viral before they eventually got banned by YouTube. Billions of views on these channels, millions of dollars generated. I mean, it is actually insane how little YouTube does to combat AI on the platform. And even when they do start combating it, like I talked about in a recent video, they just make it worse themselves by adding AI generation tools like this. So it's just like this cycle of YouTube banning AI slop off the platform while also contributing to its creation through its awful AI updates. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. YouTube is now making your thumbnails for you. This will be the first and last time that I ever use this tool. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.